The film opens in present day where the original Stargate lies dormant in a classified U.S. facility. Dr. Catherine Langford's old notes resurface, hinting at coordinates beyond known star maps. The Air Force quietly reactivates the program under General Samantha Carter. A new civilian linguist, Dr. Evelyn Ross, joins the team. The Stargate hums back to life for the first time in a decade. An unstable wormhole forms, then stabilizes. Colonel Jack O'Neill, long retired, is consulted for security protocols. He's reluctant, scarred from years of missions, but he senses the world is unprepared for what lies ahead. The new SG-1 team assembles. Ross, linguist, Major Tyler Graves, special ops, medic Dr. Arjun Rao, and Carter's protege LT Sarah Reynolds. Their mission: explore what Catherine called the Lost Gate. They step through into the unknown. The team emerges on a ruined desert world beneath twin suns. Colossal statues, half buried in sand, resemble both human and alien features. Ross finds inscriptions referencing a forgotten war. Suddenly, energy pulses from a nearby ziggurat-like structure. Strange drones emerge, scanning the team. They realize they are not alone. The drones attack with searing plasma beams. Graves neutralizes one, but more swarm. The team barely escapes into catacombs beneath the ruins. There they discover murals of Rhea's defeat, but also warnings of another being. The name keeps repeating: Anubis. Carter, watching via live feed, grows tense. Anubis was thought destroyed. In the shadows, a mysterious hooded figure saves the team from pursuit. He reveals himself as Kale, last of an enslaved people who resisted the Goa'uld. He warns that Anubis was never fully destroyed, only fragmented. This world, he claims, is where Anubis left pieces of his consciousness. The Stargate's reactivation has awakened them. Ross insists they must leave immediately, but Graves wants to press forward. Back on Earth, political pressure mounts. A private tech corporation, Helios Dynamics, lobbies to militarize the Stargate. They see it as a gateway to resources and power. General Carter resists, fearing history will repeat itself. But the Pentagon forces her to share mission control. The Stargate program is no longer fully under Air Force command. SG-1 pushes deeper into the catacombs, finding an ancient chamber. Ross deciphers a message: when the Dark One rises, only the Starbearer can resist. Suddenly, holographic light floods the chamber. Fragments of Anubis' voice whisper through the walls. Kale panics, insisting they leave before it's too late. But the team realizes the message was also a beacon. The chamber collapses, revealing a hidden underground city. Unlike the ruins above, it hums with advanced energy. This was once a stronghold of the ancients. Ross marvels at the technology, recognizing similarities to Atlantis records. But dormant machinery suddenly powers on. Anubis' essence begins reconstructing itself through the systems. The city AI projects a humanoid avatar, half digital, half corporeal. It speaks with Anubis' chilling voice: "He freed me." Graves orders weapons fire, but it passes through harmlessly. The AI claims Anubis exists beyond physical form now. Ross realizes the city is a prison, and their arrival broke the lock. They may have unleashed something unstoppable. Back on Earth, strange energy surges appear across global stargates. Carter warns the Pentagon he's already reaching through, but Helios executives insist on harnessing the power. They secretly attempt to open their own wormhole in Nevada. The unstable vortex kills dozens. Carter realizes humanity's greed is fueling Anubis' return. IG-1 attempts to shut down the city's core. Kale reveals a weapon forged by his ancestors, a crystalline blade said to sever energy beings. But the weapon requires immense personal sacrifice to wield. Ross argues they must preserve knowledge, not destroy it. Graves counters, a knowledge means nothing if we're dead. Tensions divide the team. Anubis manipulates Ross, appearing as her late father. He tempts her with promises of infinite knowledge. "Help me ascend, and mankind will join the stars," he whispers. She almost succumbs, but Kale pulls her back. The AI then unleashes spectral constructs, phantom warriors of light. A desperate battle erupts in the crumbling city. Graves uses explosives to destroy part of the energy conduits, but the blast wounds Kale gravely. With his dying breath, Kale entrusts Ross with the crystalline blade. "You are the Starbearer," he says before fading. The team realizes the prophecy was about her. Ross is terrified, but Graves pushes her forward. On Earth, Helios forces override Carter's command center. they attempt to interface with Stargate tech for weapons. The gate malfunctions, creating an unstable wormhole above Washington, D.C. Carter races to override the system as chaos erupts. Citizens panic as the sky warps with alien light. Anubis's influence is spreading across worlds. In the alien city, Ross confronts Anubis's avatar. He mocks her humanity, calling her fragile and fleeting. But she channels the crystalline blade, which glows with raw energy. The weapon resonates with her will, becoming a conduit of light. The avatar shifts into monstrous forms, each more horrific. The final duel begins, human resolve versus eternal darkness. Ross strikes, severing parts of Anubis's essence. Each blow weakens him, but the energy drains her body. Graves and Reynolds fight off swarms of phantom soldiers. Dr. Rao desperately tries to keep Ross alive. Anubis laughs, "You cannot kill what is forever." But Ross screams, "Then I'll end forever," and drives the blade into the core. The city erupts in blinding light. Anubis's avatar shatters, his voice echoing one last time. The entire structure begins collapsing into sand. The team races back to the Stargate under a storm of debris. Ross collapses but is carried by Graves. They dive through the wormhole just as the city implodes. On Earth, the unstable wormhole vanishes as SG-1 emerges. Carter shuts down the system seconds before disaster. Helios executives are arrested for treason. The Pentagon reluctantly restores full control of the program to the Air Force. But Carter warns, this was just one fragment of him. The war is far from over. Ross recovers in the infirmary haunted by Kale's words. She knows she carries the weight of the prophecy. Graves admits she saved not just Earth, but countless worlds. Yet she feels guilty for awakening Anubis at all. The team bonds, realizing they're humanity's new first line of defense. The Stargate hums quietly, waiting for its next journey. Final scene in post-credit. In deep space, fragments of Anubis's essence drift through the void. They coalesce into a shimmering figure, darker and more stable than before. He whispers, "Ascension awaits." Meanwhile, on Earth, Carter authorizes a new project, a Stargate Command, Phase 2. Ross stares at the gate, determination in her eyes. In a post-credit scene, a ripple across another galaxy reveals the return of the Ori.